Hello all, welcome to our YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. In this video, we'll be discussing a Python application to generate a QR code and read the data of that QR code. As far as requirements of building this application is concerned, it requires Python with all the necessary libraries that is needed to build this application should be installed on your system as well as with Python. And a Visual Studio Code or any other code editor you can use in which Python can be run and installed. I have specifically used VS Code, that's why I have mentioned Visual Studio Code. Otherwise, you guys can use any code editor, but make sure that you have installed all the libraries needed. So with that being said, let's get started and have a look on the code first. So this is a short code applet that will generate a QR code and will able to read the data from that QR code. So initially we have imported all the necessary libraries, that is pyqrcode, pyzbar, that is pyzbar, and PIL stands for pillow. So these all libraries helps us to interact with the to create a QR code and to interact with that QR code created to fetch the data from that QR code. So this particular code applet, as you can see that this particular code applet will create the QR code in the form of mycode.png. And this particular code applet will help us to fetch the data from that QR code. So these two lines will execute. At the moment these two lines will execute, that is these both lines will execute, it will create a QR code under mycode.png in this VS Code directory. So I have already run it. Hence, you can see this. So see this, that this is the QR code that we have generated through this particular code lines. Through this particular code lines, we have created this particular QR code. Next, these decode function, that is from pyzbar decode function we have imported, and this particular decode function will fetch the data, will read the data from the QR code. And what we have stored in that our QR code, our heading, our string, my project ideas, that's our YouTube channel. So this particular code applet will help us to fetch the data from the QR code. Hence, after executing this particular program, it will create a mycode.png QR code, and on running this particular entire application, it will give us the data that is my project ideas. So as you can see that we are getting the output as my project ideas. So this is basically a short, interesting, but a very powerful Python power that helps to create a QR code that could be used in business enterprises to perform some safe and secure information exchange or transaction. And hence, we can also read the data from the QR code. So QR stands for quick response code. So helps us to interact or exchange information or to perform some safe and secure transactions. So guys, this was an entire Python application to create a QR code and to fetch the data from that QR code. I hope guys, the code was precise and understandable enough. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. For more interesting stuffs in technical domain, please do subscribe to our channel, My Project Ideas, in order to get some more cool and interesting projects in different technologies. Thank you so much.